Welcome back to This Week in 23 Sports. I'm Eleanor Sheehan alongside Bria Williams, and we're here to give you everything you need to know about Mizzou sports.
We have a great show for you today. Football, volleyball, soccer, and all of your fall sports coming up next.
Welcome to This Week in 23 Sports, your premier University of Missouri sports update show.
Friends and Family Weekend was last Saturday, and the Tigers didn't let them leave without a good old win against SEMO.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Dean, and I am out here at 4-0 Field covering the Missouri Tigers versus Southeast Missouri Red Hawks football game. Last weekend, the Tigers dropped a 35-28 contest to Kentucky and are hoping to get running back Tyler Beatty back on track today versus SEMO, as well as shore up what has been a lackluster run defense thus far. The Tigers struck early with Tyler Beatty cashing in on a 49-yard rush touchdown just 2 minutes and 44 seconds into the game. The Tigers defense gave SEMO quarterback C.J. Ogbonna fits early, holding the Red Hawks to just 79 pass yards and 0 pass touchdowns. The run defense looked promising early on, but ultimately the Tigers conceded nearly 300 yards of rushing to the Red Hawks. Connor Bazelak had himself an afternoon with 346 pass yards and 3 touchdowns in just one half of play, including this 52-yard catch and run for wide receiver Chance Looper to put the Tigers up 31-0 with 2 minutes to go in just the first half. The Tigers kept their foot on the pedal in the second half and took home a 59-28 win in Columbia before heading on the road to Boston College next weekend. For MUTV Sports, I'm Jeffrey Dean.
The Tigers are on the road to Massachusetts this Saturday. This is the first time Mizzou and Boston College will meet up to play on the football field in an ACC and SEC game ever, and this is the first time since 1987 that they've even played each other.
Yeah, and you can also catch this game this Saturday on ESPN2 for an 11 a.m. Central kickoff. Volleyball competed in the Redbird Classic this weekend against Illinois and North Texas in redemption of their losing streak.
The Tigers were ahead of the match with 13 kills from Anna Dixon alongside freshman Jordan Iliff, who added 5 more kills for Mizzou. However, the Tigers could not withstand Illinois offense, and they lost 3 matches to them.
The Tigers didn't let the loss fret them, as their next match was against North Texas. They flew behind in the first set, giving North Texas the lead, but the Tigers became more dominant and took over the second set. This match continued to 5 sets, and finally the Mizzou Tigers won this match 3-2.
Mizzou volleyball continued their non-conference play at Illinois State. Match play was competitive between both teams, as the first set was 26-24, but it was Illinois that won. The match concluded with a 3-1 loss for Mizzou.
Overall, the Tigers showed their strengths between these matches, and hopefully we'll see this again on Friday as they play their first season opener against the Kentucky Wildcats. The game will be aired on SEC Network Plus at 6 p.m. Central.
As for soccer, soccer actually got a start to their SEC season play, facing off South Carolina Gamecocks last Thursday. In the first part of the game, the Gamecocks really came out strong. They controlled most of the game with the possession in the first half, but neither team was able to get in the back of the net during the first half.
That's right, Eleanor. South Carolina really picked it up in the end. They had 14 shots on goal compared to Mizzou's only 5. Just over an hour into the game, South Carolina was first on board with a goal right underneath the crossbar.
Mizzou responded quickly with a goal just 4 minutes later to tie the game 1-1. But sadly, South Carolina ended up on top by scoring a goal right into the net to win 2-1. This is the 8th time in a row that Mizzou has lost to South Carolina, but the Tigers are looking to grab their first SEC win on the road this weekend against Alabama. Mizzou tennis held its own at the ITA Milwaukee Classic over the past weekend. Leading the tennis T doubles was the star pair for Mizzou, Bronte Merget and Marta Oliveira. They beat Navy, then Ole Miss in the quarterfinals, but fell 6-2 to North Carolina in the semifinals.
As for the singles, Ellie Wright made a showing in the round of 16, and Oliveira won out in the constellation bracket. Tennis will head to Charleston, South Carolina for the ITA All-Americans match beginning on October 4th.
That's right, Bria. And for men's golf, return from the 2021 Husky Invitational at Gold Mountain Golf Club. The Tigers were led by sophomore Yang-Tu Tsai. He matched his career best 5 under 211 to finish in tie for 8th place. This is his second career top 5.
Wow, that's perfect, Eleanor. Another top Tiger that led Mizzou golf was Charlie Crockett. He placed 26th after a huge comeback in the final round. He moved up 18 spots after posting 4 birdies, including 3 on the back 9, to finish the day at 3 under. As for the team overall, out of 16 teams, Mizzou was one of just 8 to score under par.
That is a huge comeback from him on the back 9. And as for the rest of Mizzou golf, they will return to the course at Rich Harvest in a collegiate beginning on October 2nd. There's plenty of sports to come up this week. Make sure you're out there to cheer on your Tigers.
Join us back here next week for This Week in 23 Sports. I'm Bria Williams.
And I'm Eleanor Sheehan. Have a great weekend, Tigers.